fucking jar with £14 in pennies in it. I'm fucking getting
living
nothing.
the dream.
I know.
Right, we're ready to go, aren't we?
Right, we're all good.
So you just get a start, Raymond. You can put the headphones on if you want, but it doesn't matter. Does it matter, really? It doesn't matter, does it?
No, unless you
It doesn't matter. I mean, for me, I don't need a fucking headphones.
Does it?
I don't need headphones. What am I listening for? He needs the headphones.
He needs it for the
It's just in
boss.
case I press my daft
He's
buttons.
the director, and these things are moving.
I know, that's
because
because I'm
attached
sitting
to your
down, man.
unstable seat.
That's like Raymond, as soon as he came in, he was like, he didn't like the seat because it was all wobbly. Look at it. So he demanded like a diva that he wanted my comfy seat, and they're all out of place now.
Well, it says here.
I know.
Hey, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't like. I'm elderly. I'm an elderly gentleman. I mean, sorry
Aye.
for yous. I'm an elderly gentleman, and I don't want to feel, wobbling. I was a C for years.
Were you?
No.
No, you weren't even full of shit. That was something I've never heard before. So come in, fucking demanding a tour of the house, didn't he? What? I want to see a tour of the house, and I'm not sitting in that
So
wobbly
the
chair.
point is, I was a
I had to
C
give him
for
a
years.
massage.
So I don't want to sit and wobble. I don't want to sway.
But I'm
Hey.
not with that. I actually feel seasick now. You know a good joiner, Raymond, we can get into fix this.
It's sugly. The sheet,
it's sugly, it's fun, man.
it's a sugly sheet.
Sugly sheet.
Is this always been like this, Chris?
You've just never sat in it.
I've just never sat in it.
See, so you've had people in here
Aye.
torturing them with a sugly sheet.
So Raymond's I just put the status and do it away. Like, that's my seat, you cunt. You come in, Jack, you broke the seat, didn't you? Yes, you
I
get
never
it.
broke
You
it,
fucking,
but like,
you come in, you kicked the fucking bottom of it.
I've not got a fat arse. I never done you. I got a bit of belly, but I never done it. That seat was fucked before I sat.
Right, fair enough, right. So we'll need to change the seat, Chris.
I'm just going on Amazon to buy a new seat.
You got to buy a new seat, right? Anyway, good to see you. This is episode. I'm out of a joint there. I usually look out there, but the cameras are there now. So this is episode 22.
Episode 22.
22.
No,
23. 21 people have sugarled. And I'm the
Aye.
first one to mention it.
You're the first one, and that's what we need. We need people like you to speak out.
I mean, it needs another set of eyes, or another set of arses on that seat.
Aye, and some of them are quite big, so I was like, aye.
You've had some large arses. Well, that's what's happened. This seat has, over time, been abused
Aye, so maybe
by
it,
massive arses.
so maybe it wasn't sugary. Maybe it was just like the 20
It's wear and
guests.
tear. It's wear and tear.
Aye, and you just kicked it over the edge of there, Raymond.
You've been to IKEA. You know what that way where they open a drawer 40 million times
Oh, and then it's just
to show
hanging.
you the mechanism.
Aye.
Well, they get a fat bastard to sit in that seat and it's fucked.
It's fucked, man.
And it's a shame because the seat matches the table.
It does.
So if you were to throw that out, that's...
You're
Could
fucked
you
there.
not steal a couple of beer mats and just stick it under somewhere?
No, it's going to take more than beer mats. You need a professional.
That's going to take a concrete foundation.
You need Graham Mackey.
Oh, can you imagine?
Aye,
In fact, I'm on as a
He's
guest,
on it.
no.
His arse was on it.
It's probably the big man.
Graham Mackey's fucked this seat. He taught craft and design. He knows about it. He could have fixed that, the cunt.
Absolutely. Could put a dovetail joint in it.
Exactly. He could have been out and got a fucking plane out his car and come in and fixed it. But he said fuck all.
No.
That's what I like about you, Raymond. You were always honest. You were never shy.
I don't fuck about.
You don't. See, one of the first things I've known you for what 20 odd years.
Oh, a long time.
And that when I was quite new, I used to run a gig in Falkirk because it was the only time I could get booked because if I ran a gig, right, and I used to get a budget I'd pay.
Well, that's what I used to do. Nobody booked me either.
Exactly.
No, I ran my own gigs.
Aye.
And
So-
I still run my own gigs
Aye,
because you've got control of your career.
Yeah.
And then you book people that you like.
Aye.
And then people phone you up that you fucking hate, and you go, I've faulted it already.
That's what you do, and you see them coming up and go, oh no, that cunt, can I get a gig? Or did you ever have that when somebody says, can you book me because I booked you for my gig? It doesn't work like that, mate, does it?
I know, but I mean, people can't. I don't think people try and get wide with me with that sort of shit.
Nah, no you.
No quarter is given.
You can't even get a good seat when you're out there, Raymond. Now, do you know what I remember, like, for your honesty? You remember the gig, it was Behind the Wall I used to do? So it was an alright wee gig, it was in the kind of restaurant.
Yeah.
So I would maybe get Raymond to compare it,
Aye.
or either compare a headline And we had always have a good compere and a good headliner. I put myself in the middle because I was still fairly new.
Yeah, good, you know your place.
I did. There's no point going, right, I'm headlining the main gig and I'm shite, but I remember this specifically because I'm still scarred to this point.
Scarred,
traumatised. I went up and I gave myself 15 minutes. Overrun, but I never
it
seen
felt
him.
like a week in the jail. I got to be honest.
So I done like 15 minutes, paid myself 50 quid, I think. And I came off. I was buzzing. I came off, and it was a break. And Raymond came up to me during the break. He went, "Don't worry about it, Obie. I was shite for 5 years and all."
I never said that.
You fucking did.
I never said that. Prove it. I never said
It's
that.
in the back of my brain forever. See when we get this Neuralink thing, we'll be able to extract it. Go, there's that time, Raymond.
Aye, play it back like Robocop.
Aye.
You know when he's arresting the guy and he's admitting to murder and drug dealing and all
Aye.
that. You get that and you got this. You say that you just there'll be a wee projector in your forehead and you've got that. Right, just
You
watch the
fucking
ball.
say
Just
that.
watch the ball. There's you saying it.
You look at my wee face, look at it.
It was an emotional unravelling from there
I
on.
was like, and there's going to be one day I'm going to be doing. Imagine, like, I'm doing the hydro storm at the standing ovation, but you'll be waiting in the back. Going, that was shite, Obie.
Aye, you get away with that one.
You get away with that, you useless cunt. So I'm not doing it anymore, right? So anyway, I was going to, the last time I've seen you once since last year. Because the festival, because you never made the festival last year.
No, man, I killed her, had a stroke. Had a stroke on the first day of the festival.
First day, man.
So I was walking about, but I never realised I had a stroke to the Sunday. So I was
Made you
walking
tell me
about
that?
and driving the car. I was strokey.
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 Me driving on the roundabouts all the
Which
time.
is, it's the adjective to describe he who's had a stroke. He's strokey.
Strokey.
Aye, a describing word.
Strokey
How is
Mearns.
he? How is he? Strokey.
He's a bit strokey.
He's a bit strokey. Don't let him near your cat. He's a bit strokey.
Aye.
Right. So I had a stroke on a Friday morning, first day.
This sounds like a Craig David song. I had a stroke on.
I had a stroke on a Friday, in hospital on a Saturday, full of aspirin on a Sunday, and I died on a Tuesday. You had a GoFundMe on the Wednesday,
Right,
and I was
right.
rich on the Thursday. Anyway, so what happened was, I was banging curbs and everything with the car. I was driving along a motorway, and I was no right. I was no right,
Aye.
but no more than usual. You know, I'm not right. Right.
Aye, we know that.
Right. You know you're not right.
Aye.
And on a Sunday morning, I crashed the motor and went, you're not right.
So how bad was the crash? It was just a wee bump.
Thankfully, I fucking didn't know what I was doing.
Right,
and
shit.
another hospital. And what they did was the triage you. So I walked in. I mean, I don't look as if there's anything wrong with me.
Aye.
I don't look. And I went, something wrong with me. They went, I'll sit down, I'll get you looked at. And then they triage you first of all before they
What's that mean?
They assess you.
All right,
So-
I have a swatch.
If you're really bad, they get you seen quicker. If you're walking wounded, if you're nothing, they just prioritise the worst cases. And so the nurse says, fine, well, wait. She triaged me, says, well, let you see a doctor. And I'll back out. And then I've seen a doctor. And the doctor done all the things, pressing down, push against me to see pressure and all that. She said, nothing wrong with you.
Fuck all wrong with you.
I'm fucked. I'm not right. She says, I'll go and see the consultant or the registrar, the guy heading up the A&E. And she says, and the guy goes, get the cunt a brain scan. Was
that his exact words?
Get
Get a cunt a brain scan.
Get a cunt a brain scan and then tell him I get to fuck.
Aye.
They took me in for a CT scan. And I went in and, I put my head in the big donut, right? And it fired electrons at my napper.
Aye.
And then as soon as it was done, I kind of knew something was wrong because the tone changed. Hey, the guy that had brought me in came back in and he went, let me help you up. I went,
all right.
Something's fucking wrong here. They've found something. No, I thought they'd found an artefact for when I was abducted by aliens.
Aye.
Because that is it's the first place your mind goes, isn't it?
I say, because I was thinking, you know, I
Did you
was.
find your probe
Well, it was quite well hidden. I'm going to be honest.
right up your ass?
Right up your trouser. No, and I knew something was wrong because he went, let me help you out. And he was treating me like with kind of kid gloves, and I was going, And back round to the bit, and Anne was there with me in the A&E. And then the wee doctor came in with the biggest horse pill of aspirin.
Aye.
She went, you've had a stroke, quick, take that before
Aye.
you have another one. We're going to admit you tonight. And that was it.
Fucking hell.
Christ.
So how many gigs did you do at the festival last year?
3.
You done 3?
3. I done 2 solo shows.
Right.
Plus the Best of Scottish at the Stand.
Right.
And actually, going on and off the stage, I fell.
Right.
I fell. I was like...
And just a bit stumbly.
I'm telling you, it was fucking bad.
Aye. So did you think there was something wrong when you fell? Did you just gotta go?
I think I pretty much, when I woke up on the Friday, something's wrong here.
Aye.
When I woke up on the Saturday, I went, oh fuck. By the Sunday morning, I went, there's something really wrong. There's
Aye.
something fucking no right.
So were you going to get into the hospital, or was it more Anne that pushed you? Kind of going, you better see that, you daft cunt.
I think between us, we got this, something was wrong.
Aye.
You just know.
Aye, definitely.
Yeah, well,
aye.
you know, you're
Aye.
going, I'm all right.
Aye.
No pressure. I couldn't put pressure on it. And so I couldn't wash my arse in the shower.
Nothing worse.
Fucking hell,
Oh,
man.
no,
That's
well,
when you know.
there's a lot worse, but there's no in the middle of summer. There's a few things worse.
So you couldn't wipe your own arse then when
Couldn't
you're doing a
wipe mine,
shite?
shite.
Fucking hell.
Well, I must have had a shite, but I can remember I was unable to wash my arse.
Aye.
I could only. It was no pressure.
So
I couldn't get right in.
right. Aye,
You know,
you
you
get
can-
dig me 3 figures right in there.
You were just spreading it about, if anything, really.
So I think
I don't know. I think it was. I've not really got a generally a dirty bum.
so if anybody's out there watching, if you're having trouble wiping your arse, go and get it checked out.
You might be
You
stroking.
might be strokey.
If you're not around me, you're just a filthy bastard.
I remember somebody sitting in the toilet watching the scissors and going, oh, you maybe he's right. You might have saved
I've
your life.
saved your life.
Saved
Aye.
your life.
Aye.
I mean, there's only got 5 people watching it, but
Well, that's interesting because then obviously it became a kind of minor news story because papers picked up and that.
Aye,
Right, and but 6 weeks previous to that,
right.
I'd saved a man's life for a
Really?
bear attack.
I tell us about that.
Aye,
I remember you told. I heard that somewhere.
Right, so
Right, tell us-
6 weeks before the Fringe, in middle of June, this fella, I got an email.
Was this outside Ibrox?
No. This was there was only the one bear.
Right.
So no, a multitude.
There was 1,000 of them. Right.
50,000 bears. Right. There was this one bear, a grizzly bear.
Aye.
This guy, he was a vet from Edinburgh. Right. I saw it. There's an email in my inbox, and I opened it and I went. And the guy's obviously sent an email to my website and thinking. The email comes through to my people. Like I've got an organisation at Raymond Mearns HQ. I mean, they can't there. There's nobody there, right? It's just me
Aye.
struggling
Oh, I thought it
valiantly.
was your agent. I spoke to you. I sent it through your Facebook. I thought it was your agent, and they got to you and says, "There's this guy Obie wants you on his podcast." But
Aye, so no, nothing of that. So I was walking along the Rocky Mountain Trail or something in Northern California,
right,
and I was listening to Breaking the News.
all right, right.
So, and he's listening on a speaker. And I walked along the trail, and just as I walked along the trail, a grizzly bear jumped out.
Shit.
Right, and I went, you're dead, you cunt. Right, and he says,
Famous bear
and I
saying.
shat myself. Well, I was perturbed,
Aye.
alarmed, right. But as soon as the bear jumped out in front of me, and it looked as though it was ready to attack, Raymond's voice came out the speaker.
Aye.
And the bear shat itself and bolted. So thank
Fucking
you.
hell.
So say thank you to Raymond for saving my
So,
life.
was you listening to on headphones, or was it?
No, it was on a speaker. He obviously had a wee speaker or something in his
aye,
rucksack
aye,
or something.
aye.
You know, I don't know, his MP3 player, what do you use now? What do you young people use?
Don't know why you're looking at me. Maybe ask him.
You young people.
I don't know. I think he was winding up his record player.
So what was it you shouted?
Apparently, what I was talking about at the time is what we'd done in the 80s.
Right.
Things I'd done in the 80s. Where I ran a band and I became a father and I went to university. And I'm thinking I didn't really do much, but I'm apparently pretty busy.
Aye.
So that was it. And then I don't know how. I don't know. I put it on Facebook. And I went, look, I've saved a guy's life.
I don't know where I heard that. I don't know if I heard it on your
and
Facebook.
then somebody saw it and somebody else phoned me up and it was, I don't know, maybe it was on the radio or something and it was in the papers and
Aye.
all that sort of thing, you know.
That's mad, isn't it?
It was mad. So 6 weeks later, but that's the universe going, oh, you think you're a bear colour, are you? Think you're a bear colour? Think you're a widow?
We'll show you.
Here's a stroke, you fat fucker. Fucking well.
So what you're saying is God's a bear? It's like you're scared by my pals.
Aye, that was
Fucking take
it.
that, you
So,
cunt.
it was in a place of 6 weeks. I was scared bears, and
Aye.
saved guys' lives, and then had a stroke.
Fuck's sake. So how long were you in for?
5 days.
5
I was
days?
hospitalised, aye.
Aye. And it was a while before you started gigging again, wasn't it?
7 weeks. I was out again for 7 weeks.
Aye. Recovering well? You feeling alright now? Like?
No, I'm not bad. I'm taking the tablets, you know. They give you blood thinners.
Right.
And they give you statins.
Right.
Because my cholesterol's sky high. And
Aye,
he says,
aye.
you're basically a fat alky. So you need to stop being a fat alky. You need to be a thin, moderate drinker.
Right.
So
you're listening then? You've been a thin, moderate drinker?
well, you know,
I'll be that then.
It's actually a Guinness Zero. I'm a grass.
don't tell them
Aye,
that.
no.
Edit that out.
Right. That's his eighth pint, and like he drank the first 7 in his motor on the way in.
But he still crashes less than he used
Aye.
to.
So I'm trying to eat better, eat less, and move more.
You do
right.
that? So basically
I only managed 7 miles, walk 7 miles last week.
That's alright.
But some weeks I'm doing twice round Tollcross Park's
Aye.
3 miles.
Right.
And sometimes I get out my house and I walk out I live in Garrahill, Bailison,
Aye.
and I walk out towards Bargedi and then down into Drumpellier Park.
Aye, that's a nice
you know,
walk.
Wood End
Aye,
walk. And back, and that's 9 miles.
Aye, that's a good
so
walk. Aye.
a couple of times I've done that when the weather's nice.
Aye, and you feel better for it, don't you?
You do, because I know you walk everywhere.
Aye, I do a bit of running as well.
Because
when I walk.
I used to drive occasionally. I know where you live.
Stalking me, bread
I know where
baby
you
in
live.
there.
No, but I would drive up the Cumbernauld Road towards
Aye.
Cumbernauld or Stirling, and I would see you sometimes walking.
Aye.
2 or 3 times I would see, there's fucking mad Obie walking. I don't know, but you look like you're a man with a purpose, like you were leading the Scottish Army against the English or something. Just fucking walking everywhere. Because I know you do that.
Aye.
Because I spoke to you about it.
You did?
And I want to run, but I fucked.
There, man. Fucking, do you know what? Do you know what?
Fuck.
Baby steps, man.
But you're
There's-
not carrying any weight. I fucking.
But see, running. Like, I believe that like MD can run that. Like there's like
Oh, most people can run.
like so. See, right, I've ran a few marathons, not the day, but see the first one I ran, I was 36 about 14 years ago. There was a 98-year-old ran it that day. A fucking 98, a Sikh guy, and this guy, he started running well into his 70s. His wife died, and he started running because he was depressed. And he was running marathons. Like, I don't know if he's still alive now, but he was doing
Good on
marathons.
him. Good on 98. Started
98,
running your 70.
I fucking pumped him.
See if I get to 70, I'll
Aye.
start running.
Right. Right, that's a written contract, isn't it? A verbal contract.
Ah, we've got it on camera. There we go.
I'm going to have you running the Edinburgh Marathon next year, Raymond.
Well, I'll tell you what I would do. Right, I'll tell you what I would do. I'll say that right now on here. And
On here.
sign me up for a 10k. We'll start
Right.
at a 10k. That's only 6 mile.
Right, you up for it?
Aye,
A
go
marathon,
for it.
yeah, a running
No. Aye.
Aye, I don't need
A
run it
10k.
non-stop.
I mean, it's going to take me an hour and a half.
Aye.
Wait, you can walk it in that time.
Aye.
6 mile. Aye. No, I could fucking.
Raymond's
I
now
could-
signing up for a 10k. So I think there's a half marathon in Glasgow.
No, that's 13 mile.
No, but they do a 10k.
That's a 20k.
They do a 10k as well though.
Aye, we're doing the 10k.
So it's like there's a half marathon in Glasgow in October, but they also do like a 10k the same day. So
We'll do the 10k in October. Right.
Right, that's
Right.
a verbal agreement. We'll
That's it.
There we go.
A 10K.
You did that, all, Chris?
Aye, fuck it, here we go.
Fucking yes, right.
Oh,
Chris, you did it all.
yes. At least I'm going to come second.
See,
I'm laughing because it's true.
because me and Chris have been trying to lose a bit of weight because I am not that heavy, but I'm a bit heavier than I usually am. So I gave myself a wee challenge to lose a bit.
He just feels bad for me and wants to help me along, you know.
That's right, he's a saint, this man.
That's what I do,
He's
man,
in the grip of sanctifying grace. He's selfless. And you're going to do well in your life because you're serving others.
Well, cheers, mate. That's what I'm doing. Even though you stole my seat, told me I was shite when I started comedy, I'm still forced to do a 10K because I care, Raymond.
Indeed, you do.
And I'll buy you an apple.
Brilliant. We'll run the 10K and I'll get the diarrhea just as I'm finishing. That's brilliant.
Right across the line.
Right across the line. And so you've got your Edinburgh Festival show coming up this year. So it's called, what's it called?
Raymond Mearns had a stroke of luck.
Brilliant. So you're writing about your stroke then, is that your kind of thing?
I'll talk about the stroke for 5 minutes and then I'll just do what I usually do.
So
Make it up.
I see you do all yours is crowd work at that Edinburgh Festival, isn't it?
Aye. I've normally, I'll kind of come up with one or two set pieces, maybe a couple of anecdotes or something, and a couple of other things. So I'll maybe go 20 minutes of solid new stuff.
Aye.
And I'll use that, and then I'll use that kind of to jump in and out of, you know, and fanny about and do whatever I do.
Because Raymond's was always the last show I see at the Edinburgh Festival every year.
Aye.
And we missed it last year because
Bit of
it's
a
like
tradition. Aye.
Aye, because it's the last Monday, isn't it? So me and a few of the guys usually come round the Beehive because I usually finish on the Sunday, but you finish on the Monday.
Yeah.
So we go round and we watch Raymond.
Because he's a grafter.
Because he's a grafter, aye. So we have that Monday off. It's always sold out because you know what I mean. Because that Monday's great. I go and see some shows. They're always dead busy.
There's very few people still there, so you always get it full up, you know.
So we missed it last year. I was gutted because usually the tradition is we go there, we watch Raymond's show, and we all get pissed.
Sounds excellent. Let's do it this year.
We sit in that upstairs bar in the Beehive.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
And we just tan the money. Remember, there was a year I wasn't. My daughter came through and it was the last day and we says, Mum, we'll go and get fucking something to eat and we'll get a bevy. And I wasn't intending to do this show, right? And so we're sitting in a Beehive and it was, I don't know, so maybe 6 shows or something.
I just got a half.
And I saw these people
up.
start turning up and I'm going, please just follow up on us. and Kirsten's like that, and my daughter, she went, what are you here for? I said, I don't know, what are you here for? We're here to see you. Oh, fuck, I'm fucking shit. Right. And what happened was, I says, right, I went up in the room and it was full. And that was when I was still doing bucket shows. So I went, right, brilliant, suck it up, fucking blah, 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 right, done the show, and I must have made 250 quid in the bucket.
Aye.
I took a bucket down, right, nobody's leaving that, so fucking time.
Aye.
I was right in a bucket.
We all turned up for a free bevy, so Raymond always going to pitch his bucket at the table and buys us all a bevy.
And what was, all the change went in the tips.
Aye.
And all the notes, just let us know when we're on it.
It was always like that wee room was always just us, like everybody else. Like the last, I don't know, the last Monday they always have the fireworks.
Oh, aye.
So the grass mark is full of cunts watching the fireworks, kind of going ooh and ah, and going fannies looking at the window.
Sitting getting really pissed.
Aye,
really pissed. Which probably explains why I had a stroke.
Maybe aye. We didn't even get to that Monday this year.
No,
I think I actually saw you on the Friday because I was in.
Was you looking a bit strokey?
It was terrible. I mean, I was very, very aware of the fact that I couldn't get. I kind of had an idea what I knew what I wanted to say, and the words just wouldn't come out.
When I say I saw you, I do regret to inform you. I don't mean I was at the show. I just saw you. I was in the bar up at the Beehive. Who was I going to see? Maybe Billy Kirkwood.
No.
And I think
He's
I just
raging because you were there to see somebody else.
No, I didn't bother me. I was sold out anyway.
fuck you. I know. I just think while I was in there waiting on him, I think I'd seen you. But it was just because I think it was just the next day or a couple of days after that I'd seen you, and you were saying you were telling me about Raymond. And I was like, I seen him like last weekend.
So do you think it was affecting their performance? I know you've only done a couple of gigs. So do you think you weren't as quick as usual?
There was nothing there. I mean, because what happens is it was a TIA. I had a transient ischemic attack or a mini stroke. So, God, I mean, thank God it could have been a lot worse.
Aye.
So the clot goes into the artery or some fucking thing, and it stops the blood flow to a part of the brain, and you kind of want to say things and do things, and it's just no.
It's not getting to the
vocal cords or something. It's not
aye.
happening, and it's a stress situation because you're going, why is this? You know, it's as if you're driving a motor with a burst tyre. It's not getting anywhere fast. It's weird.
Aye, quite confusing.
It was very obvious. It was very obvious to me something was right. I mean, a couple of people saw me and they went, "We never noticed anything was wrong."
It's like Raymond's been on the whiskey again.
Don't know if that's a compliment, is it?
Yeah, that was a bit mental, but definitely something wrong.
But you're all right now, Raymond. You're back.
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Do you think you got any, like, this sounds a bit shit, this sounds a bit daft, do you think you got any benefit for it, as in, does it make you, I don't mean to get a benefit for the stroke, but did it make you, what's the word I'm looking for?
Appreciate life.
Appreciate life.
Give me a sense of gratitude.
Aye, you know what I mean? Does it kind of go, fucking hell, I was lucky, well, not lucky I had a stroke, but lucky it wasn't as bad as...
Aye. You kind of go, see that sort of thing, right? Because Big Patrick Rowling had a stroke 3 weeks previously. He had a bad one. He had a bad one. Right? And you go, fuck, the big man. You don't realise that you're going to get one 3 weeks later. And that happens. You go, fuck. And it could have been a lot worse. And
totally.
It changes you. You just go, fuck, I'd never know a minute.
You don't.
So you know, I'm robbing everybody and fucking. Just doing my best, getting in the post office with a shotgun and all.
You go, oh, fuck it, is that your salody these days, aye? I'm trying to pay my house off, fucking... No, you tell you I can't.
You do that, man, you go, jeez, you don't realise. I mean, there's people... Look at what we're doing here right now. We're kind of making this wee show on the internet. It's going to go to the internet. People are going to watch it. We hope they enjoy it. It'd be nice if you enjoy it. But we're doing our thing. We're doing our thing. We can afford to do our thing. And we make a living as comedians. There's the vast majority of people in the world would give everything for our life.
I
mean, you got to put that in perspective.
Oh, totally, man.
It's wonderful. I mean, you know, to get a job as a full-time comic. I mean, I used to work. Have a job.
Fucking hell.
And I had a good job. Right? I didn't have jobs
like
like
you.
You
a sales job, fucking, another dig, man. Another fucking dig. Fucking hell. I fucking forgave you for that night in fucking Falkirk 20 years ago. And now this is just like inviting a school bully out. Do you want to come out and humiliate me?
It's just for comedy effect. You know I love you, Obie. Right? You know I love you. I just couldn't resist it. Right? And just talking about hear about the boys, right? Now, but and it's, you know, you don't realise how lucky you are. That's the point. It's amazing. And even during the pandemic, I mean, you got me a job.
So I did,
You got me a job.
And he still thinks I'm a cunt, doesn't he? I got you a job.
I don't think you're a cunt.
Still coming in.
I don't
sit there, you prick. You were shite. You're still shite. I used to see you walking about Moody's but like a fucking dick. But thanks for getting me as a job, Obie. Aye, sorry.
Obie, please refrain from putting your inadequacies on me. Right, thanks very much. But you got me a job in that co-op.
That's right, aye.
And 7 weeks of torture.
Oh, it's horrible.
It was fucking horrendous. Right. And I'll tell you what, you went up in my estimation. I swear to God.
Because I was good at the job.
Because you were great at that. I mean, I fucking hated it. It was hard work. Right. And I mean, it's sore on your feet.
Oh, aye.
I mean, it's mental. And after 7 weeks, I had a gout attack, right?
So I gave him gout and all.
It's all your fault.
No, I gave myself gout.
I was like, how can I get Raymond gout? Get my job in the warehouse. I'll gout the fuck out of him. For that time he told me I was shite in Falkirk. Right?
But but it's a hard job.
Oh, fuck, I know, man.
I mean, and I got to be honest, when I was working there...
You were doing the night shift, weren't you?
I
to
was
see
doing
in the
the
morning.
night shift. And night shift people are all like wee rats. The warehouse, really wee night shift people.
Aye.
And there's been people been in there for years doing the night shift, and they started turning into rats.
And they're wee white guys, aren't they? White as fuck.
Weird. But I think the management are not very nice people.
No, man. They
I mean,
bully
the
people.
co-op say they're investors in people.
They are,
I mean, I don't know what that means. That means you're held to higher standards. You've got a duty of care for the punters that work for you.
Aye.
But they treated everybody.
Oh, fuck, aye.
They seem to treat people quite badly.
Aye.
The co-op have got reason to do that though, because they're driving people to want to or need to use their funeral service. It's all one big machine.
Like a big mincer, man.
Aye.
It's just producing dead bodies.
That's the co-op for you.
So maybe that 7 weeks. Maybe so that 7 weeks the co-op was the first kind of step to you having a stroke. So maybe that was the managers in there.
Who knows?
So
But that was in 20. Well, I was in 2020.
Aye, fuck aye. 'Cause I was only there for a month or so, just because
I thought you worked in there all the time.
No, I was full time.
So you only lasted a month?
No, I was there about.
And I've done 7 weeks?
Aye, no, I was there 7.5 weeks. I can't remember.
You've been in and out of there like a fiddler's
Aye,
elbow.
no, because so every now and again, if I need a wee job for a couple of months, I'll go and do it.
Right.
Just because I can. But
He's got such freedom in his life.
it's great though, it's great. And so, but if somebody, I mean, the last time I had a full time job was like 2011.
What was that? What
The
job
co-op.
was that?
That was a co-op.
Oh, was that? That's it?
No,
The
that
way-
was a different place, but they moved location. But
Right.
that was the last 6 years, and that was the last time I had to see fucking having to write out a form because you want to go on holiday in like 6 months. I was
Yeah,
like,
sure.
fuck off. You know, and then I putting holiday forms in and all that.
6 months? No,
I mean, maybe exaggerating, but it was like you had to plan months ahead for holidays, and you had to look and go, no, we can't give you that. And I was always doing the Edinburgh Festival. And I was always had to do 3 weeks holiday for the festival, so that was all my holidays.
Yeah, I
used up.
found that. I was like, my mother's due to die in 9 weeks. Can I get the day after to go to a funeral? Say, well, you think she can hold on to the Sunday?
Aye. And there was another job I had, right? That was the last time I had a full-time job. I had a job stock taking a few years after that. And the manager was a cunt. He was a fucking bullying young people. Usually youngsters they bully. And it's usually young guys. And I went in and I says, listen, Andy, I didn't ask for a holiday. I went, listen, I'm doing the Edinburgh Festival. So I'm not going to be available between this date and that date. He went, you can't do that.
How do you mean? Why?
I know that's what they said, right? I says you can't do that. Well, that's what they said to me. He went, no, I didn't ask you. I'm not going to be available between there and there. And the guy tried to be a smart ass. The only way you can do that is if you leave the job. And I went, I ain't bother.
Fair enough.
And just his face, because they want to have that power over you.
I know.
I went, no, that's fine, cool. See you later, mate.
I mean, you're everybody's hero for doing that. I mean, that's brilliant. Just say, fuck you, I can't.
Aye.
I'm leaving.
Aye.
When are you leaving?
The new.
The new.
No, like, fuck it.
There's people
Ram
that every day, people when they're driving to work, like vision of themselves doing that to their boss every day. You just go in and be like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah. See, that's something which you really appreciate.
Aye.
Is you don't have to. I mean, there is people in business and in industry like that.
Aye.
They're just arseholes.
Oh, loads
They're
of them.
arseholes. Right. These fuckers are getting up in the morning and folding their bedsheet with a mallet because they're wankers, man. Right? And they're arseholes. And what they do, their life's shite. So it's their mission in life to make your life shite. Because my life's shite and I'm no suffering myself.
Aye.
So I'm making your life shite.
Fuck, aye,
and your
man.
life shite.
Aye.
Well, if I say, mate, you want to make my life shite? I'm sorry. There's your monkey back, you cunt.
Aye.
Right? Stick your job right up your farter. You can get any job you want. See, if you got half a brain, get any job.
Aye, you can.
The problem is when you're in an interview and they go, why did you leave your last job? The boss was a fanny. Right?
Aye,
What sort of things you do? you know, bullying us and trying to be, he's on a power trip, ego trip.
I knocked him out before I left. It was fucking brilliant.
And so the guy interviewing you goes, all right, so you don't respond well to people like that. I says, no, what are you like as a boss? I end up interviewing him. And I says, I don't think I want to work here.
That's fucking, I love it, man, I love it.
Because you're a pro comic, you go, fuck you. I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to take my chances with Alan Anderson.
Fucking hell. My favourite, I've got a favourite scene in a movie. I can't remember what it was called, The Wanted or something like that, but there's a guy working in an office, there's a woman in his face clicking a stapler
right.
in his face, and you can tell she's a bully, and he just tells me, just says, get the fuck, you fat cow, or something like that, and you see him walking out his way out his office, just fucking that guy in the face with his, the keyboard, and you see his teeth flying out. It's fucking brilliant. I can't remember the name of it, but I just get that in my head.
I wouldn't advocate violence. I mean, there's a similar scene which is in the film American Beauty. Now I know, sadly, it's kind of been diminished by Kevin Spacey's subsequent intrigues. But there's a scene where he's standing outside the event, where it's the real estate people's event, and the kid who lives next door to him, Ricky Fitz, he's working as a waiter, and so they're smoking dope outside, and then so Ricky Fitz is working as a waiter, and the boss of the event comes out and says, hey, I'm not paying you to stand outside, I'm paying you to be in here. He says, fine, well, don't pay me.
Aye.
What do you mean? Hey, you work for that? Nah, I just quit. And then he goes, arsehole, and he goes back inside, and Kevin Spacey, who hates his job and hates his life, says, you just became my hero. He's just told him to ram his job up his ass. And then he says, well, I've got other means of income. He's a dope dealer.
That's right, He starts selling dope to him, didn't he?
But the character, Kevin Spacey, he gives up his job and gets a job in like a McDonald's.
That's right, And he's got divorced with his wife, and his wife turns up.
She's out shagging the real estate guy, and the two of them's in the car, and they're going, after that shag, I'm starving. You can hear them on the intercom.
Have you seen that movie, Chris?
You know, we've discussed this before famously. I've no fucking seen anything.
American Beauty.
That's one of the ones I have seen.
It's a brilliant movie. It's unfortunately a lot of people say, I want to watch because Kevin Spacey's in it, and he's been convicted. Well, he's never been convicted, but you'd say he's this, that, and the next thing. Well, fine. It's a fucking great movie.
It's a great movie. Watch it.
There we go. That's my homework.
Rolf Harris's cartoon time was fucking brilliant in the 80s.
Yeah. Jim will fix it. Great show.
Great show, was it?
What was it I used to watch Rolf Harris on?
It was, the question is, who did I used to watch Rolf Harris on?
Animal Hospital.
It was Animal Hospital.
It was great.
Animal Hospital. I never saw that.
Names on the tin.
The beautiful, you cried all the time. Then
did you?
Oh, I put puppies down and all that.
I put puppies down?
That's even worse.
He was evil.
That's even worse.
Puppies down.
I'm just taking that puppy around the back myself.
Can you see what it is yet?
It's my cup. I was going to ask you some stuff, Raymond.
Let's get started.
Well, just let's keep doing this.
No. You're
going to fuck it up.
I know.
Structure.
Fuck structure, just things I
like to mention. What are you going to ask me?
No, just things I'm mentioning. Things that are interesting, because you've done a lot, haven't you? A lot of shit in your time. You've done a lot of acting. So did you know that Raymond, he toured with Pete Doherty?
I did not.
Yeah.
When was that? It's just bullet points. I'm not going to ask you for the shit.
2010, 2011 maybe.
How did that happen?
Well, I used to do a gig at the Cafe Continental in Gourock.
All right.
And a wee guy called Adrian Hunter, who was Peter Doherty's manager.
Right.
He lives in Gourock, and he would go into the Cafe Continental, which is where all the beautiful people in Gourock are to be found.
All three of them.
It's definitely
beautiful people in Gourock.
all the better.
So you managed them then? Is that
No, I was brought in to entertain them. So here's a scumbag to make you all laugh, feel good about yourself. So I would run gigs in there, and he clearly seen me, and then I got an email or something, and it says, hello there, I'm Adrian Hunter, would you be interested in being tour support for Peter Doherty on his British tour? And I went, who the fuck's Pete Doherty, right? So
You don't know who he was like at the time.
I kind of knew who I fucking be listening to Bruce Springsteen in the 1940s, right? So I says, I don't know how I got in touch with him, so we spoke on the phone. He says, you want to do tour support for Pete Doherty? I went, well, you get a pay out of it, there's money in it.
Aye.
And he went, no, it'd be a couple of £1,000. Aye, and you look after your room and board and that on a mad tour bus. And aye, all right. Aye, great.
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, that, isn't it?
Opening night, Shepherd's Bush Empire, right? Rammed to the gunnels, 3,000 people in here, right? And it was amazing. You'd be standing backstage, the Beatles had played here, Hendrix, Bowie, the Rolling Stones,
Raymond Mearns.
Long John, and then fucking Raymond Mearns, right? So 3,000 people in this place. So I'm standing backstage and I says, so where's Pete? I'd not met him yet. It's the first night. I went, where's Pete? And he went, he's on the drugs now. He's not a great timekeeper. Right?
Some of that, he's shooting up for you around the back.
He's got some issues with chemicals and that.
Aye.
So, what do you want me to do? He says, just go in and do an hour. Fuck you, I didn't get too fuck, right? Do an hour.
I mean, Raymond could do an hour, no bother, but in front of like fucking Pete
3,000 punters. So, I remember I went on stage.
Fucking hell.
After 5-10 minutes, I'm fucking dying in my arse.
Aye.
I'm dying in my arse.
Because they're not going to sit down and listen to you.
They're not interested.
Is it not a standing audience as well?
Eh?
Is that a standing audience as well at the Shepherd's Bush?
No, I don't know. It's a theatre. I think.
Was that a theatre,
I
was it?
thought they were sitting down. I don't know.
I thought the floor section would have been standing.
I don't know.
Especially at a gig like that.
I don't remember. I've blotted certain. It's so horrific. I've blotted certain. But what I do know is, I mean, I'm really struggling. I ended up in total doing 42 minutes.
Fucking good
which
on you,
in
man.
this day and age is before a hostile audience, front of a hostile audience.
Aye.
So there's a. You ever see Back to the Future?
Oh,
Aye.
At the end, he picks up the guitar. There's one of these guitars. There was one of the guitars and a Gibson E355. See, one of them, right? And I plugged into a Vox AC30.
Aye.
Right?
beautiful setup.
And I went,
See, I've got the idea what that is, you two.
so I'm down in my arse and I went, do you want me to play a song? No, fuck off. Fuck it. I picked up this and I started playing Johnny Be Good.
Aye.
Right, and it fucking sounded awesome. Right.
Aye.
And then they started lobbing pints. And then the tech went, get off the stage, you daft cunt, you're going to get electrocuted. And I went, fuck he's all right.
Aye,
And
aye.
that was it, and that was the opening night.
Aye. So was that the best night then, was it?
I don't think there was a night where... Right, now, I'll tell you something. When Adrian booked me for the gigs, he said to me, the Pete Doherty's fan base, the lads and all the football mob, they'll love what you do, right? I remember, I can't remember exactly what gig it was, but they were all the same. It was kids.
Really?
The 15-year-old kids.
Right.
The kid from Argentina and all this fucking bollocks, right? So I'm on stage talking about shagging my wife and all that, and they're all just going, what's this? Fucking pish.
We came in here to see the heroin addict.
I mean, there's the Shepherd's Bush Empire crowd and Glasgow Barrowland crowd bottled me off. But every
Even the
other-
Glasgow crowd,
fucking
hell.
really crashing and burned in Glasgow. Right. And they just stared at me in total silence.
Aye.
It was horrendous. I don't know the gigs and
I've never heard of having stand-up as a support for music.
no, yeah, that happens a lot. But Billy Connolly backed up Elton John.
Aye.
And I did some gigs with the sensational Alex Harvey band.
Oh, aye.
Back in the 90s. Obviously, Alex Harvey, he passed away in 82, so it was Billy Rankin, the singer.
Aye. So what were they ones like? Were they just as bad?
Great, no,
They were
brilliant,
alright, aye.
brilliant.
So it was a different crowd,
And
they
I was
ones?
ripping the arse of the crowd,
Right,
the
right.
Harvey band, and I was really enjoying
Aye.
it. I mean, it's not unusual. Or it's not unheard of.
Aye.
For stand-ups to
I've
be
never seen it personally at a gig I've been at, but just that way that sometimes if you go to see a band, you're maybe not sure if there's a support, if you're not that big of a gig goer type thing, and you see the gig starting and you're like, yes, here we go, and you're like, oh wait, who's that?
Some guy comes in with a dinner suit on.
Aye. But even if it's like another band or a singer that you don't know, you're like, oh fuck's sake, I came here to see the
Take
band.
my wife, please. Take my wife. I take her everywhere. She finds her way home.
Aye.
But maybe it's just a bit of that. Maybe it's like a combination of that reaction you get to a support act anyway, combined with the fact that it's not music.
I know, because it's like a music crowd are there to dance about and all that, aren't they? There.
And again, like Barrowlands, that'd be a standing venue. I can't imagine going to a comedy.
The Barrowlands was a standing venue. In fact, the Shepherd's Bush Empire, I don't think it was a standing venue, but most of them, it was like the O2 Arenas and, well, the O2 Academy and places like that. It was, these concert halls, 2,000.
Aye. Depending on the type of show, they have the option to be seated on the floor section.
There's
So
a lot
it depends,
of mad venues around the country. I mean, we were on a tour bus. We'd come out the gig and we'd be on the tour bus and then we're steaming. Right.
They get a free bevy and all that all night. Aye.
Yeah, it's steaming, man. And he uses a Gibson G45. He uses a big Gibson G45, and
I feel left out of that conversation.
We're steaming.
He's pointing at me because he's just looked at
We're
me.
on the tour bus steaming. He's a shot of the guitar, and we're all pissed playing the guitar. Fucking twice we broke the Gibson, and we Adrian had
fuck's
to,
sake.
the next day the gig, go to a guitar shop and buy one of these Gibson. 2,000 quid.
Oh, at least.
It's a 2,000 quid guitar, a top of the range one.
That'll come off your wages.
And we broke two of them. Nah, fucking just broke two of them.
Just expenses.
Long was that then? Long was that tour?
2 or 3 weeks.
Aye, fucking hell.
He got to jail. What happened?
He got to jail in Glasgow, didn't he?
No, it was before Glasgow.
Was it before Glasgow? I remember that.
The last night was Glasgow.
Right. Barrowlands.
And the night before was Leeds.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it was Leeds. And then, so Pete went to London to go to court the next morning.
For Leeds.
For Leeds. He ran a car and we all went in the tour bus and went up to Glasgow.
Right.
Now I came off the tour bus and went home and go to my bed. And then, I don't know how I found out. Was it on the internet?
I think it was on the news or something. I remember
that. He got to jail. I says, I take it the gig's not going ahead tonight then. And they rescheduled that
just
gig.
the tour was a night there, but he's not coming. There now, I'll have a break then.
So that was it. He got to jail because he'd been with some rich billionaire's daughter and they were all taking drugs and she died or something.
Really?
It was terrible. She died, and I think he shot it and fucked off.
Shit.
And what he got done for was basically fucking off and leaving her instead of phoning a fucking ambulance or something. But I don't know, it was Vladimir Putin's missus or something. It was something important. Right.
Shall I get the president of Russia's missus?
Don't say that. We'll get a bar of Novichok up our hole.
Fucking hell, man. So what was he actually like then?
Beautiful, man.
Was he?
Beautiful.
Because
wonderful
through
soul.
the media, it comes across that he's a bit of a... you don't know that, he's just messed up.
He's a beautiful, honestly, a gentle, beautiful soul. Amazing guy. Great guy to sit and just talk to and get steaming.
Clever guy, was he? Intelligent, was he?
Very, very. They talk about anything and everything. But he's a real listener as well. He's really listening and you're talking to him and he's picking it up and he's great. Lovely guy.
Is he off it now? Is he?
I believe he is now.
Is he?
I believe he is now.
Fucking hell. Do you want to start taking heroin, Chris?
I'll pass the nose.
Certainly get the weight off you.
Well, actually,
he's a pure bully.
No, I'm just stating a fact. You don't see a lot of overweight heroin addicts.
Oh, you're right.
You don't?
A wee pre-Tenerife booster. Get me in
Oh,
summer.
you're away to Tenerife now?
No, just...
When are you going?
I'm just...
He's been about 5 holidays the last couple of months.
I've not booked it for this year yet, but when I do, that's when I'll start.
You've already been away about 3 times this year.
I've been away once.
It's only May.
I know.
And I've been on one holiday.
I've been then.
Why did you book yourself a wee holiday?
Fuck it, she's later. This is my holiday, Raymond. Come on,
Come
no.
on, no.
I'm just saying, I mean, you're making money. You got it all.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know if I've got that much.
Are we just eat
I
funded
can
holiday?
maybe get away after the festival. I've usually got a few quid after the
I done that
festival.
last year.
Yeah, you should do that. Book somewhere.
I went to Portugal for a week after the festival.
Whereabouts?
It was Lisbon.
Right. Wee tight streets and all that in Lisbon, right? Where you go up to?
I was doing ayahuasca.
What?
Ayahuasca.
What's that?
Have you not heard the ayahuasca?
No.
So it's basically like shamans, plant medicine shit.
What?
So it's like you ever hear these people like they get the fucking.
Are you taking drugs?
Aye, it's called ayahuasca. It's like shamans and that do it.
The shaman?
Shamans and shit do it. And
Where the fuck? You
in
don't
Colombia and shit.
Where do you get shaman these days?
In Portugal. So it's a wee retreat. So you're
So
away
you,
for 3
you went
days.
to Portugal to take drugs?
Aye.
You can take drugs and come
It
on.
wasn't like that. It's a whole ceremony and shit. I'm surprised like a man of your experience hasn't heard it.
I think you'll find there's certain modes of living I'm not really into.
But it's meant to be a spiritual experience. You're not just taking drugs. I'm not going to it's not like Pete Doherty the way shooting up.
I've shot my trousers. I'm closer to God. What are you talking about, you fucking idiot?
What's the episode, Chris?
23. Oh no, the ayahuasca one's about
10
11
or something.
11 or 12,
So
something
I do a
like that.
full episode on it.
All right, I must look at
You
it.
do get people. It's like it's big, man. The people that do it and it changes their life.
I'm clearly not down with the kids.
You aren't, mate.
It's part of the.
So next year we're doing a 10k and I'm going to get them on ayahuasca.
You can't. How could you get me the 10k and get me full of drugs?
It's no drugs.
Well, what is it?
It's plant medicine.
Plant medicine.
Plant medicine. It's like, apparently like
It's from a
But does
tree.
it get you a bit?
aye. So it's kind of hallucinogenic. But it's like it's a lot of the kind of story is a lot of religions started because of cunts that were on that thousands of years ago. They're the burning bush and all that. Apparently,
The burning bush?
They're the
I've
burning
been
bush. They
married
see in the
twice.
Bible
I
and
know
all
about
that.
the burning bush.
So apparently, we're full of ayahuasca, and that's how people started kind of religion and shit. Because a lot of that, there's a whole history of stuff like that. It's interesting.
Well, I can see that.
Aye,
It's not my thing.
fair enough.
Yeah, you've learned something of anything.
So you're a seeker, Obie.
I'm a seeker.
You're a seeker.
I'm trying to find
So
myself. Raymond.
Aye, right. But before you went to Lisbon and you
Aye.
came back, you went, I found myself. We could have told you were a cunt before you went.
You've been telling me I couldn't for years, Raymond. No, I was there trying to release the trauma of all the bad things Raymond Mearns has said to me over the years. I was like, I met God, and I was like, mind that time, because they played it to me on the big screen, mind that time Raymond said I was shite in Falkirk. I've never got over that.
I merely implied you were shite. I said I was shite.
It says you were shite for 5 years, then you're just implying.
You're right then.
So were you shite for 5 years?
Fucking still shite.
Yeah, no, you're no, fuck
There's
off.
people in this business, trust me, there's people in this business are astonished I've still got a career.
How?
Because they just are. It's subjective, Obie, isn't it?
That is a
It's
subjective.
subjective. It's people go, how the fuck's he still got a career?
Who's
He's
saying
fucking
that? Is
terrible.
this paranoia, Raymond? You're thinking
There's
that?
people out there.
Who are they? Who are the
There's-
cunts?
I
Who
don't
are
know.
they?
Name and shame.
I'm sure. Hey, phone in. Send us a message.
So some cunt thinks you're shite out there.
Loads of people.
Cunts.
Loads of people.
Well, luckily, nobody watches this, so they'll never.
Aye, well, the people that watch are a regular crowd.
You're right, actually. Aye.
So there'll be at least 30 or 40 regulars, but that'll build.
Yes.
As we do every week.
We've got the Glasgow Da himself pulling in some
The
big names.
Glasgow
now.
Da. So you're going to ask him about that, weren't you? The Glasgow Da
I was,
stuff?
because I'm wondering if you starting this Glasgow Da thing has sort of introduced a new generation to you, because it's quite big on TikTok and that kind of stuff, innit? Because I was introduced
Raymond
to
doesn't
you.
even know what TikTok is.
Fucked if I know. I mean,
Do you just,
there's clearly some benefit to it. I mean,
aye.
you're able to sell a few tickets off the back of it, so you're getting some live work and you're getting a pie. But you know what they sell. Fucking internet famous. You're not making fucking 10 bob in a scud book. You're not going to make a living off the back of it unless you're fucking Joe Rogan.
Aye.
And you've got Terence, what's his name? Did you see that?
Terence McKenna?
No, what's his
Terence-
name? The actor, Terence Howard. Was it Terence
I
Howard?
don't know.
Do you know, just see it the other week? Oh,
it was just
fucking
the other day,
bizarre.
episode.
3 hours.
Aye, what was he talking about?
Couldn't take my eyes out. Apparently he's an inventor and he's an astrophysicist and
Aye.
he's got all this knowledge about, you know, elements and the universe and all that.
All right.
3 hours, you should watch it. It's
that
mental.
What's his name? Terence what?
Is it Terence Howard?
I think so. See.
He's a famous actor. He was in Iron Man and all that.
Right, cool.
Terence
I'll have a
Howard.
watch. I'll watch
Once
that.
you see his face, you'll know him.
He's on.
famous.
We'll get him on, Chris. We'll get Terence Howard.
I
on.
think he'll come on. He's looking for people to come on the podcast. We're going to get him on Glasgow Dan,
Aye.
break the piss out of him.
He's trying to crack the Cumbernauld, see, does he?
Aye, he's going to be big. He's going to be up that town centre.
Aye, I'll be up Papa Doc's and that.
It is Terence Howard, aye.
Aye.
See, I've always been shite at knowing the names of people and all that, actors.
Oh well, aye, it's just ones you like. I mean, I don't know every actor, but you know his face. You see his coupon.
See, Joe Rogan talks about ayahuasca and stuff like that.
I can believe that
she's
because
into all
he's
that.
one of these alternative lifestyle people.
Oh, he's into all sorts of shit, isn't he?
I'm a square, Obie. I'm just
No,
a
you're
square.
no, man.
I am.
You fuck, you've done all sorts of shit.
But I'm a square. I'm a bit of a square.
Are you yigs though?
Aye, I'm a boring
Were
fucker.
you know about nuts when you're younger, but
But what does that mean? I mean,
I don't know.
But I'm a bit of a square.
you liked a baby though. You like
Well,
a good
fuck's
night out.
sake, me and who else? But millions of punters like a baby.
I've only been drunk once in my life.
Well, that's good. That's good. Because it's not big and it's not clever.
Oh, fuck it is. You got your best stories for being pissed.
I'm not so sure. Yeah, you collect anecdotes
Aye,
and
aye.
stuff, and what you don't remember, you make up. But
But you never, there isn't really good stories for being sober, is there? I know it's good. Is there?
depends. It's your observations.
So what's the drunkest you've ever been? Just random question. Have you got like the drunkest you've ever been with a cunt to yourself? We've all been there, right? Like when you were younger, or just a time, you get that fear, Chris, you've been there. So you're quite sensible for your age, aren't you?
Aye, I've got some sort of integrated off button in my head that
Aye.
90+% of the time when I'm drinking, I'll reach a point and I'm like, right, that's enough.
That's good. That's good.
Challenge
Because some
accepted.
people can't do that.
Aye,
Some
absolutely.
people have difficulty with that.
Aye.
And you see, people aren't taught to drink.
Aye.
Not what happens when you're young. You fucking drink, you fire it right down your neck. You have like half a bottle of wine in the wanner or a can of lager. You flood your system with alcohol and you start a craving.
Aye, because the intention was to get pissed.
I
wasn't it?
know. When you can learn how to drink.
Yeah.
You learn how to drink, and I never was taught properly. I just and you did invariably end up having problems with getting mad at it, and the consequence of that is, well, your life is your life, and
Aye.
you kind of. Truman Capote said that alcoholism is suicide for cowards, right? So. Basically, heavy drink and getting heavy into drink and blotting out your world or making yourself feel better. Maybe you suffer from anxiety, or maybe you're depressed or some fucking thing, or you've got shame or guilt or something in your life. And you're self-medicating.
Aye.
I know that's what it was for me.
Aye.
Right? You need to learn to live with that part of yourself.
Aye.
Aye, definitely.
Because I with that.
So maybe you're thankfully quite well adjusted.
I've never been called that.
I think he is, aye, Chris. 27-year-old, you see he's got his shit together, I think.
Yeah, so you maybe are quite well adjusted.
I would never say I drink to escape anything, just for...
Well, that's good.
I think
'cause you're comfortable in your own skin then.
Aye.
I kind of never was, and that's why I'm a comedian. And the truth is, most comedians are fucking damaged in some way. Hey, if they weren't, they wouldn't be comedians.
You wouldn't need the validation of strangers, would you?
That's right. Because that's like that guy said to you. You said to the guy one night, you met the guy. What's the story? You met the guy and he was dead funny.
Oh, aye, that's a bit of my material, aye.
yeah.
Right.
And I mean, you should do stand-up. And he says, nah, I'm all right for self-esteem, pal.
Aye. So that's right. You're looking for surrogate love, right?
Aye.
If I wasn't damaged or had demons, I would be a fucking accountant. Just a boring guy with half a dozen suits in the wardrobe, cleaning my motor on a Sunday morning.
Aye.
Then you'd be a square.
Aye.
But sometimes
I'd be happy to be a square.
Sometimes the most boring people in the world are probably happiest. I mean, sometimes you see guys on stage, on screen going, they're living the dream, but the wee guy that's boring as fuck, doing the shite wee job, happy as fuck, because he doesn't need any of that.
Yeah. And it's important to be happy. What you realise is that happiness is a choice. And the stress and all the bad stuff in your life comes from really making the wrong choices. And you have to ask yourself, in any given situation, whatever happens in your life, and because good things happen and bad things happen, and it just happens, it's just life, it's up and down. And when a bad thing happens to you, somebody steals off you or something, you ask yourself, is there anything I can do about this?
Aye.
Can I do anything about this situation? If there's nothing you can do about it, accept it. There's a fuck all you can do about it.
Totally.
Now, if you created a situation, if it's something you done, a decision you'd made that put you in that position, then the best you can hope for is you fucking learn from it.
Aye.
And don't make the same mistake again. The rest of it, just try and be happy. Now, comedians aren't happy. We're not. We're just mental patients.
Are the good comedians are they happy? You're like that cunt's happy. How? Because he's pissed.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, but generally, nobody that had a happy childhood ever went into the entertainment business. They're damaged. They're filling their emotional hole. Aye. That's what they're doing. They're going up on stage and going, look at me, I've proved myself.
Aye.
So for the same reason people become maybe entrepreneurs, they do something.
Oh, aye, fuck aye.
Yeah,
aye.
It's about a third
even
of the
guys
population.
Like Elon Musk is fucked up. His followers are mental.
They're all mental.
So I'm starting my second comedy workshop on Sunday. So is your advice I should fuck up my life?
No. Just try your best. Say one thing and then say something completely different. That's a joke. Say one thing and say something completely different. It's a left turn. That's it. And the more you do it, the more you practice it, the better you get at it, and that's it.
And maybe after 5 years, you'll have a good gig. You'll just be shite for 5 years. No, I was going to say there, Raymond, just a wee thing, right? Now you're saying all the fucked up things you do. Like on the ayahuasca thing, should we look at it? Not today, just it's interesting to read about. It was a 3-day thing, there's loads of stuff goes on. But you get kind of insights and stuff just about yourself and stuff, right? Just when you're on the whole 3 days. And one of the things I got, no matter where you are, everything that's ever happened to you was good. You know, I see it that way.
Because you had a lesson.
So the shit that happened, learned you something. The good thing was good memory. So it was like everything that's happened up to now was happened for a reason. Maybe not for a reason, but take it all. Go, thanks for all that. You can appreciate everything.
Absolutely.
Aye.
But that's the difficulty, I think. And it's dead easy to say it.
Oh, aye.
It's far, far, far more difficult to live that life. And by the way, I've been very, very, very fortunate because I don't think there's been anything horrific or traumatic that's happened to me.
Aye.
I know some people truly, genuinely have suffered terribly. Now, for them to have that attitude, it's a lot harder than for you and I have that attitude.
Aye.
And but it doesn't mean it's not true. Because if you can get to the space where you can go, this has happened and that's happened and that, then you've learned something about human nature and about yourself and your capacity and your ability to survive it. Because that's all we're doing. We're surviving and then we flourish sometimes. And sometimes life knocks us for six. And sometimes we just got to pick ourselves back up. And you hope that you keep on getting up again and keep kind of going for it, and you don't go, I fucking hate the world. Guys my age, you know, they're fucking angry, it's fucking, she fucking ruined my life, I fucking ruined my life, I fucking arsehole, fucking Rangers and the Moomins and the Masons and fucking
Moomins.
You know, Motherwell Football Club.
That's your team, innit?
Aye. Right. And you're only doing yourself in. You're only to think like that and be angry at the world, you're only harming yourself.
Oh, totally. The best like example of that is somebody that took a fucking shite situation. Have you ever read A Man's Search for Meaning? Victor Frankl. Victor Frankl, he was in fucking Auschwitz, worst place in the world, right? Worse than Coatbridge. It was just a horrible situation. And he was a psychiatrist. And
he's a psychologist. No, he was a medical doctor. Right. Yes, that's right.
So
he was.
So he used it as a way to what could I learn for this fucking worst situation anybody could be in. And so it's the people that survived were the ones that found some kind of meaning in the fucking worst thing in the world.
And what he says in the book, and it was great, he thought about his wife who he loved dearly, and he was being marched and his feet are all blistered and everything.
It's the middle of winter and all.
Oh man, just unimaginable. And how he describes it in the book is amazing. But he says he just had that thought of his wife who he loved and love and all the horror surrounding it. He never let it get to him.
Aye.
And he said he would get up and you need a reason to be.
Aye.
And he says you could always tell when somebody was dying, was ready for the off. Because
I see guys like that.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but he would be in the billet, right, and he'd get up at fucking 4 in the morning and go and get
like fucking Motherwell. You just get this the Motherwell score and for fuck's sake. It's bad enough.
And he said he would look at one of the other prisoners, and the guy would sit up. And rather than get up to go to work and survive another day, he'd get in his pocket and get a fag and just smoke the fag. And he went for pleasure over pain.
Aye.
And that was the thing. He said he'd given up. He was ready for the off.
Aye.
And an amazing book.
That's brilliant.
There's 2 books you should read. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And another book called The Courage to Be Disliked.
Oh, I've not read that.
By 2 Japanese fellas.
Right. Is that a new one?
No, I've been out a few years. The Courage to Be Disliked.
Right.
And it's based on the theories of Alfred Adler.
Right.
Who was like with Freud and Jung in the Austrian Viennese school of psychotherapy. And it's very good as well. 2 books. That I must
and the Man's Search for Meaning, that it's fucking.
It's brilliant. I read that every year. I always come back to it.
It's just phenomenal. Have you heard it, Chris?
You've mentioned it a few times on here.
And it's basically if you take yourself too seriously, it's logotherapy he
that's right,
instituted, and the whole idea behind it is look. Just have a laugh. Don't take yourself so fucking seriously. That's what causes all the problems in the world.
Because you get loads of people like you get it in comedy and all. Any work of life, you get people with this victim mentality. They blame everything on why they're not getting gigs, but it's nothing to do with their foot. It's nothing. I'm not getting that. Why is he getting that gig? Why is that guy? It's not your fault. You can't.
Immaterial. I know it's immaterial. Just do your best. Go out there every day. Be the best version of yourself. And if you make an arse of yourself, laugh it off, forget it.
Write some material about it.
See, that's what I like about you, right? You're fucking indomitable. I've said this to you before. You're indomitable. Right? You're determined. You just get up and batter in and you keep going and you don't give a toss what anybody thinks about you. I think that's amazing.
Why would you, man? It's like just. I mean, he told me it was shite to give up years ago in Falkirk. Was like, fuck you, Raymond.
Yeah, but look how it's fueled you.
I don't think I told you to give up.
Nah, he didn't. See, what I did like, I probably sometimes a wee bit up in the arse of that years ago was, I know I was slagging you off for it, but sometimes you think, maybe I'm shite, I need to work a wee bit harder. So, fair enough.
Everybody's shite and needs to work a wee bit harder. See, in the artistic field, there is no ceiling.
No,
you can't even reach a certain level and not go any higher. It's infinite.
Oh, totally.
If you're a comedian, a performer, an artist,
you're always learning.
It's infinite.
Aye.
What you can accomplish is infinite.
Aye. What annoys me is you ever get like somebody that's been about for a few years, they think they know it all. I was like, do you fuck? You know,
yeah, like me 20 years ago.
Do you think you were like that? But then you realise like you're always learning.
Aye. Always. Aye. This game, I tell you what, the comedy game has a great way of, see when you think you've cracked it
Then you dine
It's
your
got
whole
a
one
great,
night.
absolutely. It's got a great way of, oh, well, fucking, there's a rug for under you, and you go, oh, I thought I had this clock, but nah.
I had that a few years ago. I was having a good wee run at gigs, because I'm doing pretty well. I was having a good wee run, and I'd done a gig up north somewhere, and I just went on. Nobody's hated me, and there's nothing. I just didn't like. It didn't bother me. Like if I have a bad gig, 10 minutes, I have a beer and I'm all right again. But that gig, I went, all right, okay. I took my eyes off the ball a wee bit there. So I just took like 10 minutes going, all right, cool. What did I do? All right, I was a wee bit abusive at the start, and then, all right. I mean, sometimes you go on, you're trying to be like you say something, you go, nah, they fucking hate me now.
You just make you say the wrong thing, you just fuck it right up. You just balls it up. It happens.
It happens. But
Bad
then you
day
go,
at the
right.
office, you know, you just go in and you think you're being funny and you fucking you make a pure bozzy. I mean, I've done it myself.
Oh, aye.
I've been gigging for 30 years.
Is that aye, 30 years now?
1994.
That's 3 years before he was born.
Right.
Aye, I've been gigging. I've been pro for 21 years. And I've crashed and burned.
Oh, aye.
But I've had a lot more successful gigs than unsuccessful. And that's what you do. You build up a level of consistency. You work to your own standards. You try and learn as much as you can about yourself, about the game, about whatever, stagecraft and wee techniques and all that. And you build up all these skills. And after a few years, you go, maintain that.
Aye.
You become really consistent, so that people go like that. You go, who would you get in? You know, could do this gig? Fucking Mearns do that gig named Bora. He could do that. I'll get a fat cunt in. He could do that. And that's what. And you get booked because you're a safe pair of horns.
Aye, because you're.
It's just the same
consistent.
as people book a comedian the same way they book a plumber, right? Like, I'm looking for a plumber. Who do you want? You want a good plumber or some cunt that's going to flood your house? No, I want a good plumber.
He does 3 cracking jobs, but then he floods 3 houses.
That's him. He's fucked. Aye. You want somebody. You're a safe pair of horns, honestly.
Because you get some comedians that can storm a gig once, but then the next one.
Inconsistency. The key is consistency. You've got to become consistent. You're bulletproof.
I've been able to work with different crowds and stuff.
Absolutely. Consistency is the key. It's to do it all the time. Just get that level of always. And it's about your attitude and tone and state of mind and all your experience and the skills you built up and just knowing the right thing to do and if there's things you can turn to your advantage. And
there's wee subtle things that happen in the crowd sometimes. You just react quicker. But it's wee things like if there's a noise, you just pause a wee bit, and that's wee things that just come naturally.
Well, anything that happens in a room, if somebody's experiencing enough, anything that happens in a room can be used to your advantage.
Yep. Aye.
You know, that can strengthen the gig. I mean, something will happen. There was a tour group in last night, for instance, at the stand, and there were all Americans, Canadians with their tour guide, and they were giving us nothing, but I get the feeling they maybe couldn't understand Scottish accents. And basically I used it to my advantage because it was like I was getting fuck all. I mean, we were busy last night because it was a holiday weekend. Right. And I was kind of getting a bit awkward. Right. And it was just funny. It was really breaking the ice. I wasn't meant to, no being, fucking, you fucking laugh at me, you wankers. Right, don't hate them for it. They're only at the gig, they want to be entertained. So just deal with what's in front of you and go, bit strange. Be cool about it. And you can use it. Anything that
Did you eventually get them on your side then?
Great. It was a great gig.
Like I've seen you doing that loads of times, just working a fucking mad crowd.
Everything can happen to your advantage. You can make it work for you.
And I think like I've seen comedians over the years getting in. And like any gig, because any gig, anything could happen, and they've got an idea in their head about how their perfect vision of how a gig should be, and if there's a light out of place, they fucking moan. This gig's going to be shite because that light's slightly, and they make excuses before it starts.
That's just their bottles crashed. I mean, You can't control anything.
No.
All you can control is your reaction to it. That's all.
That's it.
Your
I've always said
reaction.
it's like a game of ping pong, so you're reacting to everything that's coming back. You're giving
Pretty
out your
much,
jokes and
aye.
you're reacting to what's coming
Aye,
back.
and just keep the vibe light and funny and just do your best.
Aye. No give a fuck.
That's it.
Yeah.
Should we do some fuck it listing?
Oh, aye, because as long as that we've done that, it's fucking ages, isn't
It's
it?
about an hour, isn't it?
Hour and 20.
Oh,
nearly.
fuck it.
An hour and 20?
Aye.
Just about.
That's all right.
Fuck's sake.
We're trying to beat
There'll
Joe
be 3
Rogan.
people watching. Everybody else will have fucked off.
They'll be watching, man. So see, like, because this is called the fuck it list, right? I know you've done loads of stuff. You said you're a boring bastard, but I don't think you are. If you had a fuck it list, what would you have on it?
A fuck it
Aye,
list?
was it like know who you'd want to shag? You have that if you want, the stuff you want to do before you die.
I want to drive across America.
All right.
From San Francisco to New York.
So what's that? Route 66?
No. Route 66 goes from LA to Chicago.
Right.
But I want to drive across America. 3,777 miles.
When you doing it?
Well,
planning it?
Anne's fear will get fucking carjacked and
Fuck it, I'll
fingered.
come for you, Anne.
So we were up for it. We booked the flights and hired the car, and then COVID fucked it.
Oh, so you're planning to do it anyway?
Well, we were due to do it, but new Anne's going, oh, the crime in America and all this, and she's no happy. So I'll need to find somebody else to do it with.
Aye.
Fuck, we'll do it.
I'll fucking do it, mean.
We'll go. We'll
You
film
can
it.
drive.
I'll
You
drive,
drive.
aye.
Aye, we need drivers.
So wait, like
As long as we can
3,000
go. As long as we can stop through Nashville, I'm good.
Aye,
you'll have
Nashville,
Nashville,
because how we were planned it, we'd come out of San Francisco.
So what would that take?
I worked out for 17. It would take 17 days.
All right.
But if you take a month, take your time.
Aye.
So I would come out of San Francisco and head up to Northern California and go in through the Donner Pass toward Lake Tahoe
Right.
and northern shores of Lake Tahoe. And then from there, I would head toward Utah, Salt Lake City. So Battle Mountain, Reno, right across the top of Nevada, toward Utah, Salt Lake City. And then I head south through the Rocky Mountains, through Colorado, Denver, and head south all the way to Amarillo in Texas.
Right.
And then head east. And we would go to Memphis.
Yep.
We would go to Nashville and turn northeast up through the Carolinas. And we'd
the Smoky
go to-
Mountains.
I want to go to Gettysburg, the Civil War battlefield, up toward Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., New York.
Brilliant. Sounds good.
Yes.
Had it all planned. Had
Aye.
the
So just
tolls.
persuading Anne to do it for me.
Well, she was up for it, but no.
Aye.
Fear will get the fucking carjacked.
Fair enough.
Get a cap in her ass.
So what else then? Have you done anything else?
Probably do that 10k and get healthier.
Aye,
and
so
eat
it's-
less and move more. And I've neglected my health terribly as an adult, and I would like to get healthier.
Right, so we're doing that. We're doing that in
I
October.
think we
We're
should
signed up
do
for it,
that.
right?
Let's do
So I'll
that.
probably do the half because I done a marathon last year, so
Aye.
I was shite. But I'll do the 10k just because
A
you're doing it. I'll do the
10k.
10k.
I
with
think
you,
we'll
aye.
do a
Do the
10k.
10k.
So I'll start training.
Right, cool.
Right,
Okay, I'll help you with training and all that.
right.
Right.
And then we'll run across America.
Aye, fuck it.
We'll
Fuck,
do
fuck,
it Gump done.
Forrest Gump,
We'll do
aye.
it Forrest Gump done.
aye, fuck driving. Running across, taking gigs on the way. Fuck it. Aye.
So there's nothing else. I mean,
You do all right. You're always away places and you're kind of you've got an all right life.
yeah, I mean that's life for living. You know,
Aye.
you just live your life, and you see, but it's choices you make. You make choices. Are you going to buy a car that's too expensive? I mean, if you're going to buy a car that's costing you £500 a month, that's fucking crazy to me. I could take that £500 a month there 3 year and fucking go amazing holidays
Aye.
with it.
Yeah.
I could get 6 amazing holidays with that money. So I'll fucking buy a used motor.
Aye, see, I've never been into motors. I like a motor. A
to
motor
me
that
that's
works.
crazy.
Aye.
To me that's crazy.
Like, if I had the money that I can afford to do it, I
No,
would.
if you've got the money, but you've not got the money.
Nah.
Right. Well, if you're a millionaire, you do what fuck you
Aye.
like, right? Because if I was a millionaire, I'd buy a Maserati.
Aye.
Right, and fucking one of the Quattro Portes, which I drove when I was in America.
Aye.
I buy one of them, man.
So you can have a shotty, man, can't you? So that's it.
Had a shot.
You normally would wear half.
Yeah. So, but it's about choices you make. And people don't realise, I think, that they've got a choice.
Yep.
Make the right choice. What do you really, really, really want to do? Do you want to work in a job you hate just for money to pay for a life you're not enjoying? Or do you want to spend less money instead of maxing your credit cards out on fucking, I don't know, arse bleaching and BMW?
Good combination.
Right, do you know what I mean? People buy all this stuff, it seems to me, so everybody else will think they're living the dream and they're rich.
Living the
But
Instagram
they're
life.
fucking poor. They're poor as fuck. Buy a used car, buy a fucking banger, as long as it gets you from A to B.
Yep.
Fine, keep it well maintained.
Renault Clio's did a
The
fine
money
job.
you've got, go to fucking Las Vegas. Go to Barbados, go to Spain, go to Lisbon and get full of ayahuasca or whatever it's called. Full of the wacky backy.
It wasn't wacky back.
Ayahuasca.
It was a spiritual experience, Raymond, you don't understand.
You're just a mad stoner. Get a grip.
No, I've never done any drugs. I've only ever drank alcohol, but that was just a different wee experience.
Right, well, good,
Was that-
good.
right?
I'll maybe check out ayahuasca.
I read about it anyway. It's good fun.
Ayahuasca.
So is that, so one more question, right? Have you got anything else, Chris?
Not that I can think of now.
Right, first of all, getting into plug Raymond to the 4 people we've got.
No. Come and see us at the Fringe.
I go and see Raymond at the Fringe. So what, you're on at the Beehive again this year?
Beehive,
eh?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Raymond Mearns had a stroke of luck.
Raymond Mears had a stroke of luck.
But buy your tickets in advance.
Aye. And what's the podcast called again?
I don't know.
Glasgow
Glasgow podcast. Aye.
Aye, watch Glasgow.
What's Glasgow?
It's just me with a hat and glasses on being an old cunt.
I know. Do people actually think you're Stuart Starr? Do you think that in real life? Aye. Fair enough. Right, one more question. Like, so if you had, like, I just thought of this and now there, right? If you're in your late 40s now.
57.
I know. It's been nice to you, Raymond. It's been nice. And so, have you? What advice would you give to an 18-year-old Raymond if you met the wee cunt? You see, what would you say to yourself?
An 18-year-old Raymond. Aye, here's the advice I'd give him. I says, if you could control your mouth, your stomach, and your cock, you'll solve 99% of your problems.
Aye.
And buy Bitcoin.
And
Watch what you say, watch what you eat, and watch who you fuck.
And what would the 18-year-old Raymond say back to you?
It says, what do you know, you bum?
They tell you fuck off.
I'm
Really.
going to get my hole after I've had a sausage supper and called everybody a wanker. So if you can control your mouth, your stomach and your cock, you'll solve 99% of your problems.
There's philosophical stuff for Raymond Mearns.
Some inspirational words.
Inspirational words. So, aye, thanks for that, Raymond. So is that
No
it?
bother. No bother.
Aye. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
No bother.
And thanks for
My pleasure. You're welcome.
This sugary chair's been amazing. I managed to hold myself together, but I'm going to feel a wee bit of seasick after it, but I'll be alright.
We'll get that scene too.
Right, so thanks for watching. That was Raymond Mearns, episode 22. Follow us
23, I
on...
think.
It's episode 23.
Is it 23?
I think it is. Because we've recorded one that's not out yet, mind. So.
Oh, aye, 23. So this will be out next Thursday, but that means nothing to them because you're watching it now. all 4 of them. But anyway, thanks for listening.
If you're watching the Friday, it was out yesterday.
Thanks for watching. That was Raymond Mearns. That was Chris. Episode 23. Send us a message. Do something. Go and leave your job. Punch your fucking manager in the face. Kick his balls.
No.
Just fucking.
Just be
Set the warehouse and fire.
Be cool. Be cool. Just do the right thing.
Kill the cunt.
See you next week.
Right, thanks.
Bye.
Cheers. Thanks, Raymond.
No bother.